said hey twice because that little clip's hanging out somewhere and I can't see it. I'm recording the first part of this video during the day, and we live right off of a street. I mean, the road's not 10 feet away from my front door, so there's probably going to be a fair amount of traffic noise. So I apologize for any. I just hope one of those mud riding, giant tire having type dudes doesn't come by, because those things are loud, and this microphone picks up so much noise. I mean, I like it. It's real clear. It's got a good sound compared to most of the other microphones that I've been using, but it does pick up a lot of the noise outside of the house. Well, I gave my girlfriend the kayak for her birthday, and she loves it, and we took it out to a little lake. She was kind of down in the dumps one day, and it was a couple days after her birthday, and I mean, not like super dumps. She was just a little bummed out, so I decided to cheer her up by loading the kayak up and letting her float around in it for a little while. But yeah, we did that. We went out to the research park, and she paddled around for a little while, and she likes it a lot. She looked like she was having a good time, and when she got done, she was in a much better mood, so that's cool. It's been about a week since I made a video. I've just been kind of busy and couldn't really get a whole bunch of like free time together, because I don't know, man, making YouTube videos, even though mine are just like pictures and an audio track, it takes a long time to like make and then put up. I never really realized how long it took to do this kind of stuff before. So I have even more respect for whisperers that God, they have like 30-minute videos. Let's see. It's Friday. The Friday before spring break. When I said Friday, in my head, that Rebecca Black song started playing, and I had to stop myself from doing that. Anyway, hang on one second. I'm gonna... Oh dear. Trying to... There we go. I have extra audio at the back that goes along with a video that I'm going to put in. And it looks like it starts at 13 minutes or 12 minutes. I don't know. Anyway, the video at the back is it's a video I made of my Halloween costume, which was pretty epic, if I do say so myself. I built stilts, and a big foam bag, and big front legs. I had 4 legs, which I actually used. Like 2 of them did just hang down, and I stood, I think 10 feet tall altogether. nice night that'll have fewer car zoomy noises. Let's see, for spring break, I really don't have any huge plans. I'm probably just gonna end up working, because the other part-timer that works where I work, he asked for like 5 days off, and there are only 2 part-timers, so, and we close, we're the only people that close, so when he asked for 5 days off, that means I get to work all 5 days I'm off during spring break, from 3:30 to 10, so that's awesome. But, I don't know, I'm probably, I'll do it, but I might call in sick, because I really do want to go kayaking over spring break. I looked over Google Maps for like larger creeks around here, larger bodies of water, and there's a lot of water in Columbus, right around the Tenn Waterway, which makes sense. But there's a creek that goes into it. I'm not sure what it's called, but it runs through Caledonia. There's one of those big loud-ass trucks. What was I saying? Oh, Caledonia. There's a place where we can go into Alabama a little bit, because Caledonia is perched right on the border between Mississippi and Alabama. But you go a couple miles up into Alabama and down some country roads, and you can get in on this creek in a really neat little spot where there are a bunch of curves and obstacles and little swift-moving spots. So that should be fun. And we'll put in up top there and float down to the part where, I'm not sure if you watched in the video before, there's a picture of a bunch of people sitting around the water, and there's like a big cypress tree behind them. That's the spot where we would pull out of the water. I'm hoping to like leave one car there, and then drive a couple miles up into Alabama, so I can float down, and that way we've got a car to get back up to my truck, which we can then load the kayaks into. So yeah. I have been thinking about trying to do some more like video type stuff, since I have a DSLR that's capable of doing video that, it looks like well, it has the depth of field of a movie camera, but I don't know, I can't really edit the video, and it also has like a weird cell phone shake, because it only records at 23 frames per second instead of I don't know, I think 32 is what the Canon does. I don't know, I could be wrong about that, but I do know that it gives it a weird shake that I don't really like. But I don't know, I was thinking of finding sort of soothing visuals, smooth movements, things that relax me, like a field of wheat blowing in the wind, or just, a bunch of grass blowing in the wind, the reflections in the water, how they wave around, pretty much anything at sunset is real soothing to me. especially driving and seeing the sun, like looking towards the sunset and seeing like halos around cattails and other furry shrubbery and grass. It just makes everything orange, which is like my favorite color. So, man, I'm just rambling on and on. Anyway, the point of that was I'm gonna try to do like actual video. I'm not sure how that's gonna go because I really don't have any video editing software. I have Adobe Creative Suites, but I can't remember why. I just know that I can't actually. Sorry, I just know that I can't actually put Adobe's video editing software on my computer for some reason. Like it doesn't come with Creative Suites. I'm not sure. I don't know if you just heard that person driving by and you could hear like their music playing. I'm wondering if this is a trend anywhere else in the country, but there are dudes around here that are putting tweeters, which are like the high-end speakers, or even like 6x9s underneath their car. So, like when they drive by, you can hear the crappy rap song that they're listening to, because you're forced to. They want everyone to know that they're listening to that song, so much so that they've installed speakers under their cars. So that's why you could hear his music as he drove by. Okay, it looks like I have about a minute before the spot where I put the accompanying track to my costume video. So, yeah, I guess you're about to watch that. But until then, I'm going to keep whisper stalling until I end up talking over myself, which is probably going to happen right now. Okay, what you're about to watch is it's a video of my Halloween costume. I made a Halloween costume for a costume contest here in town, for a bar. There was like a cash prize for $1,000, and I figured I'd give it a shot. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is me just kind of walking around on the stilts. I built stilts from scratch. I used 2x3s, and I sawed them with a handsaw and a little cutting block. And I kind of got the layout for the stilts on the internet. There were a couple of DIY stilt designs out there. The one I chose, basically you just screw some shoes into two wooden blocks on the stilts that you've built. And you just tie your shoes in like that and strap them up top on the knees. And on the outside, after I built the stilts, I used bed foam and kind of cut out some leg shapes, two of them, and then I put them together. I can actually like glue them together or sew them together, so I used like really wide washers and bolts. I basically put a bolt through the foam, and it has, two washers like pinching the foam, started laughing while I was walking around and having a good time. It was really fun to wear this costume. Because people just looked at me crazy all night. You know, there were some people that mentioned that yeah, I just kept messing with him. But yeah, there were people just kinda mentioning that I might have taken the costume contest a little too serious, but I mean, it's Halloween. That's like the one day you get to be weird, and it's okay. I had a good response to the costume. I had like 3 of the judges come